Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your good old pal Day 9 has decided he's not going to play off-meta decks again. I think I may have fallen even farther. I basically stalled out at rank 2 1 star. And like, no matter how much I play, I just vacillate between rank 3 1 star and rank 2 5 stars. Right on back down to that. So we're going to play Cubelock, man. Wah! Alright, now, for any of you who don't know the Cubelock, let me show it to you. Alright. This is going to be the Day 9 version of the Cubelock. This is the Day 9 Cubelock. We're not using a list for this because, you know, I've played against it so many times, I know it. Well, I know the variations too, but basically, look at this guy. The Void Lord, pretty tight card, right? Get that guy in there. Alright, what else ends up joining the crew? Well, you know what else seems good? Ooh, yeah, Doom Guards. Well, these all seem good because the Possessed Lackey can cheat him out and the Skull Minari can cheat him out. In the spirit of cheating, it wouldn't be a Cubelock unless we put in 2 carnivorous cubes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the core of the Cubelock. You manage to sneak one of these out. Notice that this says at the start of your turn, summon a demon from your hand. Well, guess what? It summons out, and now I have the mana for that turn. If I play this on turn 5 and then on turn 6, my Doom Guard gets summoned. I donk you in the face with the Doom Guard. I then use the carnivorous cube to gobble the Doom Guard, after which I go ahead and take my good old Dork Pact and destroy my cube, healing me up and fucking you up even more. So let's go ahead and get that one in there. That's the core of the deck. There's some other pieces that are kind of essential in order to stay alive. There are things like the Defile. There's a lot of aggro decks that are out there right now, particularly Paladins are quite popular. We also want another way in order to get rid of all those icky, sticky, problematic minions. Hellfire. In terms of the removal, Lesser Amethyst Spellstone is turning out to be an all-star card. It's just really nice, really consistent. It's a nice amount of mana. It's 4 mana, which means that we can blow up something that's problematic and get upgraded up to 7 damage if I'm taking a lot of damage from my Hellfires and whatnot. I can use this to clear a minion, and because I have 6 mana left over, I can still cube in Dark Pact, right? It has a little bit of comfort there, right? So we also have the Mistress of Mixtures. These are some of the things that help heal us up. In terms of other things that are useful for this deck, the Kobold Librarian was expected to be an all-star, and indeed is an all-star. Very nice early card against aggro. It can bait out some Potion of Polymorphs in some of the aggro matchups. It's nice to have a 2-1 against a Paladin right at the outset of the game. So we get that guy in there. Once again, another activator for the Lesser Amethyst Spellstone. So the thing is that we're summoning a whole bunch of nerds, and what we then say to ourselves is, you know what? I love going nerd crazy. Faceless Manipulators are also very popular. You get a cube down with 2 Doom Guards in it, let's get another one of those puppies. And what better to summon Doom Guards than even cheaper Doom Guard creators, Prince Taldaram. We're incidentally going to see that Prince Taldaram effectively functions as a cheaper Faceless Manipulator. Some decks run 2. I'm going to show you a change that I'm going to be doing for this deck because I'm being thoughtful. Okay, what are the other pieces that we're missing? Ah, yes. Doomsayer. There's so many aggro cards, aggro nerds in the meta. Doomsayers are being run. I would not be against not running a Doomsayer and instead running a Plated Beetle. I like Plated Beetle. It's a little bit more active, a little bit more participatory. But the thing that's particularly nice about Doomsayers is that there's a lot of decks that exist in the meta right now that just blow against this card early game. Paladin, blow everything on up. Against a lot of priest decks that are running light on the spells, like the Spiteful Summoner Priests, they'll have a 2-4 and a 3-4 out on the board, and you can just play a Doomsayer, and they literally cannot deal with it. It really kills them on an essential turn, so that winds up making it into the deck. In terms of finishers, one of the big ways that you can finish off a pesky player of any faction in the Snarfstones is running Blood Reaver Gul'dan. If I can wind up getting a number of Doom Guards that have been cloned by Carnivorous Cube, I can re-resurrect them to burst down a control deck. Or if I'm against an aggro deck, I can wind up cloning several Void Lords and then Blood Reaver Gul'dan to get a big army of Void Lords up. Once again, kind of shitting on their momentum. I'm also going to put a N'Zoth in here. This is another commonly used card in order to sort of round things out. Now, we have 3 cards left. We have 3 cards left, okay? 3 cards left. Let me show you some of the popular choices for this. One is the Mountain Giant, another excellent target to cube, You can play on turn 4. Control Priest is becoming a little popular, so you bang this puppy down. And he's really obnoxious. It's just another thick, swollen threat. That's a very nice card to add. And what a lot of decks honestly run is a second Faceless Manipulator, like this. Here's what I think I'm going to be doing that I'm kind of curious about, is not running these. Yeah, so by the way, this is Cubelock, right? We don't even need a guide. This is Cubelock. I would not be surprised if you went to tempostorm.com meta, and that's just what the Cubelock list is. I've just played against this deck so much and just seen the entire cards list, so there it is. In terms of against aggro matchups, this is just fine to do. Just put a Tar Creeper in here. And I kind of want to do this because this deck is particularly susceptible to Tempo Mages. Tempo Mages are just trying to burst me down right away. But here's my thought. Here's my thought with this. If I am worried about playing against a control matchup, I think Faceless Manipulator is the most cuttable card in all of this. And we can run a Spirit Singer Umbra. I think this is perhaps a nice compromise to have another tool that is acceptable against aggro decks, or excuse me, against control decks. In other words, you can play Spirit Singer Umbra, gobble a Doomguard with the cube, dark pack that to get a whole bunch of things. This is what I think this is the list that I'm interested in running today. There's a couple of other cards that I want to stress are important not to run. This has anti-synergy with the deck. This has anti-synergy, basically because Skull of the Minari pulls down Aziz Ansari. And this is against the entire goal of this deck. The weird thing about this is CZ Rals's Tar Creeper's mistake. It's pretty not unusual to do this. You could argue it's slightly unusual because so often people just run this. This is the archetypical shit on everything version of Cubelock. Oh, you know, we can just run this. Mountain Giants are absolutely the most cuttable card, but it's completely acceptable. But anyways, Princess Tal'Darim, or excuse me, Rin. Where is he? Rin. Yeah, Rin kind of has anti-synergy with this. Because Rin is trying to win in a nice long game. Cubelock is actually trying to burst you down with too much tempo here. And so this is I think an acceptable way to run if you're against a lot of aggro. Oops. Against aggro, you cut the Tal'Darim and put in the Faceless, because then you don't get the Tal'Darim effect. But Tal'Darim, I keep calling him Tal'Darim because of StarCraft, but the you just want 2 cloners instead of 3. Tal'Darim gives you a 3rd cloner, so I think that if I am worried about control, doing something like more in this end with the 1 Faceless Manipulator and the Spirit Singer Umbra, basically I just want to run the Spirit Singer Umbra. This is my goal, is to run this sort of thing. But again, I think the Faceless Manipulator is the most cuttable one. I think I'm going to be doing this. So, let's do this. Let's just do the day 9 Cubelock. We get to run Spirit Singer Umbra and 2 Faceless Manipulators. So this makes me feel more comfortable against aggro. Spirit Singer Umbra makes me feel more comfortable against control. So we'll just run this puppy out. All right. That was a nice explanation. We almost fired up the deck with Tal'Darim and 2 Tar Creepers in there. Alright, so this priests are the type of deck that we would want the Mountain Giants against. That's what's really nice about getting a Mountain Giant, is you could just completely annihilate a priest relatively trivially. Let's focus on this game here. I kind of want to run Mountain Giants because I think they're cool, but frankly, I just think that there's too many tempo mages in the meta. Kogofugi says, still struggling on what to come up with that for a product challenge. What is everyone else doing? Dude, let me just note, the 30-day project, our estimates were 40. We were estimating 40 or so, with a low of 20 and a high of 100. Right now we have 1,500 signups. So, oopsie doopsies, and holy fuck yeah.
Once upon a time.
Voidlord's face is transparent. Yeah, apparently the face of the Voidlord is the exact color of pink that's getting filtered out. And if you want to see that color of pink, there it is. See how the Voidlord's face is now filled in? Skull of the Minari coming out. Very, very, very difficult to lose this game now. Well, Talon Priest doesn't tell me boatloads of information. I think it's completely acceptable to run out the Amethyst Spellstone here, because we're going to be playing one of the Possessed Lackeys next turn, which is completely fine. Okay. So I am 99% certain that this is a Spiteful Summoner deck, and for that reason, I'm going to be playing this card in order to summon a Voidlord, which will really slow things down, permitting me to run Blood Reaver Gul'dan as a follow-up. So this will let our Voidlord come down, which is great. Alright, so we're just going to clone it, no problem. This is by no means like the guaranteed win or anything like this. This is just annoying for him to deal with, but...
Once upon a time.
His nerds are going to be getting pretty big pretty fast, so... I'll probably want to play the Star Creeper. Yeah, you're gonna have to hit it with that one. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. Dead. Because 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5 there. So we're gonna play the Possessed Lackey, and we're gonna completely forget to hit with everything because I'm doing Defile math like a dum-dum. So we missed an absolute metric shitload of damage, which is exactly what you would expect from Day 9 TV. So I think so far we're par for the course. And one thing that I want to stress about this type of deck, why I think it's important to view it as a tempo-y deck and less of a control deck, is that you'll look at the high end. How do we deal with single target threats? Our best answer is actually Lesser Amethyst Spellstone. So we don't have like Twisting Nethers to clear the board or Siphon Souls to eliminate some extra pesky, very scary nerd. I think that this is the play that we're going to have to do. It's unlikely that he's running any spells other than 2 Free from Ambers and 2 Mind Controls.
Again, so kind of you to join me.
Do we really need to use Defile, though? There are many trades we could do. But very possible. But who doesn't love to jam a Defile out there and be like, look, Mom, I defiled. Good job. Good job. We gotta hold on to Spirit Singer Umbra. We're gonna go ahead and life tap. Do you want to save this for the next turn? We can certainly cube and chomp right now for a successful turn. And I think that that's exactly what we want to do. think that's exactly what we wish to do. So we're going to hit like this. We're going to cube it, because I'll be able to resurrect that with the Blood Reaver. So this puts him in a very difficult position. Technically, we could have kamikazed the this guy for a 50-50 shot at lethal, as was noted in chat by Hilikus7105. But listen, if we're going to miss that early trade damage, you'll note that his deck, again, does not have any significant removal cards, except for that. Except for that Lucker motherfucker. Yeah, hit me. Yeah! I keep on waiting for your dissipation. Fucking on meta decks. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this deck tomorrow as well. I just want to ladder it up. Witch Worms is coming up soon. Witchwood, Wormwood, Wormdar, Witchwood. The word worm isn't in it at all. Unsure exactly why my brain's like, use worm somewhere. I keep on waiting for your dissipation. I think I literally don't keep this. I only want my 3 and lower cards, and Hellfire is acceptable as well. But again, there's a lot of Paladins. Another one of the reasons why I'm running Tar Creepers. Paladins and Tempo Mages frighten me. And against Spiteful, Tar Creeper's fine against Spiteful.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh. I keep on waiting for... This is extremely hard for him to clear, because he'll need to summon 2 dudes, which would make this a 5-2 and a 2-2, and then both daggers need to hit that 0-7. So, this is, again, why the Doomguard, I think, is a nut draw in this deck. Skull of the Minari is feeling very important to me in my life right now. Call to Shawarma, said Hungry Hungry Sean. I think I gotta do... I'm gonna do this because I have a sufficiently large amount of nerds that I'm never ever gonna get. Ever. I'm really drawing on the high end here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards. Half the deck is under 4. If we lose this just because of the draw, it's not a big deal. I'm going to have to play the Doomguard so I can begin to clear this out. And those are the best 2 we could have possibly whiffed on. That's really good. This puts him in a very uncomfortable position because he kind of might want to feel tempted to get rid of this. Which I think is a completely acceptable concern. Hi, sweetie pie.
I wonder.
Fucking, I love cats so much. Hey, I actually got dressed up in an outfit today. Cause okay, see, I'm wearing the gray pants that go with the gray and black shirt, and the shoes even match. Look at these nice shoes. Look at these nice guys. I generally hate thick white-soled shoes. Generally, I like very thin, like Diesel. But I like these. They have the red on the inside. And it's a little hard to see because of my green screen, but the shoelaces have little bits of green in there. Oof.
The light dims.
I keep on waiting for your dissipation. pants are overrated. Yeah, dude, fucking look at my foot. There's my ankle. Oh, have you seen Day 9's ankle? It clearly works out. All right, that's game, right? Because that's 8 and 8 and 6. I am not bothered by that game at all. Like, he blew us up on turn 7. We didn't draw any cheap cards except for 2. Power hot ankle, man. Power ankle. My hair's a little frizzy today. I forgot to put on any product, but Mondays are the day where I'm normally doing the more businessy side of Day 9 TV, answering emails, making sure I sit with Eric, because, like, when I'm live, all I'm doing is playing the game and, like, participating in this. There's no, like, long-term business plan. I don't even have time in my brain. It's not like if I'm working a desk job where I can work for 45 minutes and then stop and wonder something else for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't get 5 or 10 minutes, man. Go ahead and hold on to our Tar Creeper. I think it's arguable the Hellfire is a keep, but... Very excited to set up a call with the designer who's doing the new sub badges. Her work's always exceptional. You get pee breaks as Freddy in 207. You know, doing long-term business planning while peeing does not sound like an intelligent form of efficiency. I gotta be honest with you. Maybe I could put that in my book, How to Become a Successful Streamer. All long-term planning shall be done while peeing or pooping. Some of the epiphanies that I've had in my life are when I'm losing weight, if you know what I mean. I don't know if this is exactly the subtitle on the book cover of my life advice that I really want my kids to remember me for. Arguable that I should keep life tapping, but nah. Alright. Alright, so I think it's a pretty clear Lackey turn, yeah? I keep on waiting for your dissipation. Listened to that song a lot today. Listened to it like 6 times, and then I went on YouTube and looked up the making of that song. And that song is Ain't No Love by Cove. Oh, what you looking at, Despy? I'm gonna pet you. Don't be startled, it's me. It's always me. It's nothing else ever but me. What are you thinking? It's entirely possible that this is a sort of control-y priest that would run a Potion of Madness. It's an entirely reasonable, acceptable possibility here. I'm absolutely going to bop here because I can Amethyst Spellstone if I get a Void Lord. We're not going to Faceless Manipulator anything but a Doomguard. The way that we beat Control Priests is by minimizing the amount of Void Lords that get pulled out. Okay? It's by minimizing the amount of Void Lords that get pulled out and trying to maximize the amount of... very well. Maximize the amount of Doomguards coming out. Because if we can maximize the amount of Doomguards that we get out, then against almost every single priest, they cannot deal with a ton of resurrected Blood Reavers. Is there a way to defile clear? Does not look like it. So I think that the correct thing to do is just to bop off this buddy. Will be it. Yeah, Dark Pact. If I don't encounter a Tempo Mage pretty soon here, I might just cut the Tar Creepers and get the Mountain Giants back here. Matthew seems great. I want to maximize the number of Doom Guards. That's really our goal here. Because if it's a traditional Control Priest, it's not really a big deal. I think that he actually has the right idea in mind, trying to beat me down. I like this play a little more, where I hit for 5, clear a bunch of stuff like this, and then draw.
Once upon a time.
Is it worth it to use a Faceless Manipulator on the Lackey this turn? Oh, Cthulhu Penguin, that's an extraordinarily clever play I did not even think about. Nice. That's just a really nice, smart play. That's really cute. Cool. Oh, okay. This was a generated card? Yeah. Nothing else made a lick of sense. Because, like, once we slurp the Doomguard down, I mean, that's going to be pretty nice, yeah. Already get my opinion on the new cards? Nah, man, no. I'm doing like a card review whatever day before the stream, or the Witch Wormwood. I don't know why, I don't know what book I read or fantasy stuff I consumed that made me start saying worm. It's Witchwood. I don't know why. I'm off brand. But I'm gonna wait until all the cards are out, whenever the heck outedness doth do happen. Okay, here we go. Bop. Dot by do bop.
What do you ask of me?
Do they not have the launch date yet? Ooh. Ooh. Wormwood is a great tabletop gaming accessory company. There's something in my brain. Something in my brain. Ah, whatever. Okay. Whoa! I keep on waiting. I mean, this is where his life is just a tough life. I keep on waiting. Wormwood is a Netflix series. That's it. That's where I've seen it. That's where I've seen it. Sorry for donking it really hard.
Let me change your mind.
That's fine. Probably thinking I got him. You have nothing. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think I see how I want to do it. Which is like this first, right? And then this second. And then this third. 1, 2, 3. Right? Like this. And then I hit like this. And like this. And like this. And like this. And then like that, right? I think that was the play. Chat has concluded that literally everything is named Wormwood. Yeah. So basically, I'm planning on doing a full card review, whatever the day before. I'm doing sort of a quotey thing, because I don't know what day of the week it's going to come out on. And so, if it's like... If it's on a Tuesday, I'll do like a Monday card reveal, like late night. If it's on a Wednesday, I'll do it on a Tuesday. If it's on a Thursday, I'll do it on a Tuesday. If it's on a Friday, I'll do it on a Thursday, that sort of thing. The only weird thing is Thursday. I would do a Tuesday, because on Wednesday, that's when I have the Dan Emmerich Dota show with Pergeroni and the Pepperoni. So now I just keep tapping until we hit Blood Reaver Gul'dan.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Like this, just clear it out. Oh, I don't care, man. Let's heal up.
Trust me.
If it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, well then damn it, Blizzard. You know, the best part about Witchwood Worm is going to be the removal of the old cards. Because that's gonna... Great. Great, great, great. Who do we appreciate? Day 9, Day 9. He appreciates himself. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's no better time to do this than now, right? No better time to do this than now, right? What card are you most excited about leaving? You know, I don't really have any specific angers. I sort of have recreational angers in this game. Like, right now I can't stand Tempo Mage! Right? It's joyful for me to have that sort of anger. Well, I should have known. Alright, we really gotta speed it up, huh? Now that he has this. Dude, what is it with priests constantly copying my things? Hurts a bit. Get their Doomguard out, huh? Alright, now I just need to rip down the Doomguard, huh? And draw a Dark Pact in the following turn. So hit like this, yeah? Right? Pop here. Kill both of these guys. And then I'm gonna disregard this mofo. I mean, everything is low on health, but I think that's 100% great, because if he clears this all off, I can just make a bunch of Doomguards. Because the way that we're gonna win this game is by bursting. Yes! Good, good, good. We want to keep our board clear, because the way that we win is by bursting in with a bunch of Doomguards. Fact! Can you cube a cube? Yes, but then it just summons 2 cubes, so it doesn't really help you. Dark Pact. Doomguard and then Dark Pact, huh? Nearly worked. So this is really how we ruin the lives. And this is specifically the matchup that I was considering when I was like, I want to make sure I can win in this specific circumstance. So what we would anticipate, what we would not be surprised to see, is him to play Anduin to try to stabilize in this position. That would be our expectation. Spirit Singer Umbra is the key card that allows me to not run the Mountain Giants, because otherwise this deck doesn't quite have enough oomph.
My hunger grows.
So it looks like he doesn't have Anduin, which is good. So he's gonna pop that, and he's gonna hit this, and then he might kill Umbra. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so now we win. He's going to Anduin. Alright, so now we win. Because we have, what is it, 9 dead Doomguards? 9 dead Doomguards? This is gonna come down. We could get all Doomguards. We could get a couple 1/3s. More than acceptable. We just want to make sure it's played in that order. So this is a tough board for him. Basically, Psychic Scream is, I think, the only thing that deals with this acceptably. I think it's just Psychic Scream. Unless he maybe snatched some cards. Sure. That does suck. I actually completely did not ever think about that Shadowward Horror combo. Totally did not think about it. We got slightly unlucky on the Resurrects for the Doomguards, but he's okay. I want to do like this first. So it doesn't have any heals, but I also don't have any ways to do it. Don't have any ways to deal with it. Perhaps that's actually expectation. Oh, I did it in the wrong order. Very well. Alright, well, let's start biting. Start nibbling. Nom, 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 nom. We'll probably lose. Probably lose. I mean, this guy probably has double greater healing potion. I think maybe my mistake was actually playing N'Zoth the Corruptor. I think that's the big mistake. Because the N'Zoth gave me a Void Lord and 3 more little dudes. So now that was 8 total dudes. So actually, our resurrection looked pretty natural. That's the mistake. I gotta remember that when I'm against priests. I don't play N'Zoth. Because if I play N'Zoth... So, Blood Reaver Gul'dan summons all friendly demons that died this game. And 1 Void Lord generates 4 demon. Itself, and then 3 of the little buggers. Probably should have Dark Packed that. He's digging. There's like a pretty much 100% chance that he has some healings, so... So, when I played the 2 Void Lords, that meant that there were 8 dead demons. And I believe that we had 9 Doom Guards, because we had maybe even 10 Doom Guards this game. Doom Pact is now a dead card. I think that was okay. I think that was an okay play. I feel primarily like a dead man. Maybe we can accidentally Hellfire him, huh? I would be really surprised if he didn't have the greater healing potions. So we're at 11, and he can deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if he has to screw something up fantastically. Okay. And he did. He actually had us dead, but that's fine.
For now.
So I think that's the way to beat Priest is to just have massive Doomguard bursties. Massive Doomguard bursties. Oh, tummy time. So we need a not N'Zoth. That's an important lesson to remember.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Hi, Dispy. What a good cat.
Your soul shall be mine.
Also, I think it explains why the mountain giants are common tools to run. I might just go all out, man, and just cut the 2 Tar Creepers. Cut Lady Umbra and just go all in on the Tal'Darams, man. That'd be pretty funny. Okay. It's probably better to go deep, huh? Hi, Dispy. Oh. We're doing some sickening tummy time right now. This tummy time is so sick. Do you have no idea how good the tummy time is right now? Okay. So he may Mountain Giant next turn. This is what we want to avoid. We're avoiding the Mountain Giant in the following fashion. We're going to hit this, we're going to play the Defile, we're going to play the Doomsayer, and we're going to pass the turn. This lets us run out the Possessed Lackey, no problem. You have no idea how much tummy time is happening right now. It's so amazing. Cooking time. Cooking mama. Which spell did he do? He just...
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Oh my god, my little cat is as upside down as a cat has ever been.
What mess have you
This is not good.
Good demons are hard to find.
Alright, we're up against ourselves. Against these control matchups, I mean, I really just deal with the Tar Creeper. We haven't really encountered the aggro stuff that I've been experiencing over the last little bit of time. Hello, you. Alright, so this is a high probability.
Suffer.
This is quite a threat.
There's a method to my madness.
He could just like punch in for lethal here. 5, 6, 7, 15 damage. Get a clone of this. Nope. Not a chance. Defile? Okay. If I could get a Dark Pact, it would pretty much equalize-ish. Well, that kind of is a big sucky, but... damn. Ugh.
You win this time.
Our enemy missed lethal, but that's fine. This matchup seems a little like who gets the first bursties down, but this is... I'm actually just going to go ahead and put back the Mountain Giants because there's more control than I've been experiencing in the last few days. So if I put in these Mountain Giants like this... Mountain Giants... This is pretty hard anti-control with the Spirit Singer Umbra. Silencers also work very well. I think what is nice about having Mountain Giants in there is that it's just such a disruptor against in-control mirrors. It's so good. I shouldn't say control mirrors, but against other control decks, dropping a Mountain Giant early is so powerful. Alright.
I am your nightmare.
I'm not as big a fan of silence in this matchup because I feel like that is less my problem because like silence doesn't really change anything in that matchup we just played. The only thing that we could have really changed with silence is silencing his Void Lord so it doesn't summon 1/3s,
Side effects. No.
which I suppose is a play, but I don't really feel like. Doesn't really feel like a killer play, you know. This is just a it's a bursty tempo-y deck. This one first. I did do the successful read on the state of his hand, playing the Doomsayer to avoid the Mountain Giant popping down on turn 4. This just really stinks. Probably gonna be up against the Mountain Giant.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
This matchup feels so random. It's like the mirrors in the current meta are so dumb. Can we just agree on that point? The mirrors in this meta, Frostlich Jaina versus Frostlich Jaina matchups. Oh man. Alright, so we play this.
Side effects. No. Trust me.
Like the Frostlich Jaina circumstances where it's really just so much about like who gets Frostlich Jaina first. And then if you're playing the Inner Fire Priest versus Inner Fire Priest, oh my god. Alright, well that kind of blows us both out of a couple circumstances, but I think the play here is pretty clear. We're gonna life tap here. We could have a silence in there, but I think it's fine. Not too hurt about that death.
Hi, Dispy. Meow.
Oh my god, you're a happy little cat, huh? I got the heater on tonight. If you hear a low thrumming humming. Oh shit, he got this down one turn before me. Oh dude, I can feel the pain setting in my brain. It's mainly gonna make me go insane.
What mess have you summoned me
4,
to?
5, 6. Yeah, we could be dead, but I think it's okay.
There is a method to my madness.
Summon me. New Betterbot says, "Don't you feel like mirror matches in chess are just dumb?" In what sense, New Betterbot? Well, you don't really ever have such thing as a mirror match in chess. Because black goes second. It sucks to be black, man. Going first, God. Playing white is so much better in that game. All right. We're pretty much dead. That's pretty much that. Which is sad. Alright, I'm trying not to be in the mirror matchups, man.
This time.
I used to spend so much time trying to, like, learn black openings, like the perk defense, where you just have no space. And you're just shoved up against the wall right from the very start. You try to, like, push down the H file at some point. Ugh. I guess the A file, yeah. Yeah, that guy had, like, the answerest set of answers I have ever seen. One of those games is unfortunate, but that's fine. Kind of starting off losing. Lost 2 mirror matchups. I lost to a priest because I played N'Zoth, and I need to be very careful not to play N'Zoth, so that way I don't wind up with too many Void Lords, as that's really dangerous. Yeah, Creole Black has a noticeably lower win rate than White. I remember, like, there was a... I had a friend in college who was like a really, really, really tip-top chess player, and he was like, "Oh yeah, God, oh I hate playing black. Oh my God, it's so bad." And you know, it's pretty newbie. I was like, "Well, it's not that much worse, is it?" And then it's just like, yeah, no, White wins way more. Going first in that sort of circumstance is so much better. See, this is why I think Go. This is actually why I like Go. Is so much more interesting. I like Go significantly more than I like chess. So we can do this to cycle a card. And then I think I'm just going to play the Doomsayer. Just to make sure he doesn't have anything for when I Scald Minari. What was the win rate of White in chess versus Black in chess? Let's see here. What's the percentage? It's... let's see. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so 35% of games are draws. 38% are wins for White. 27% are wins for Black. Which is pretty ridiculous. I mean, that is ridiculous. 38% to 27%. That is ridiculous. Like,
Good demons are hard to find.
I'm just gonna get a bunch of clones of this. That's amazing. Yeah, like, Go is really interesting because in Go, Black goes first, and obviously has the advantage because you're going first in a turn-based game. Alright, let's see if I can do this in the correct order. Oh, sorry, Despy, I didn't mean to blow on you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just making funny noises, that's all. Doing this in all sorts of crazy orders. Ugh. Ugh. Something bad happened.
There is a method to my madness.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, it looks like I'm winning. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fine.
Good demons are hard to find.
I will draw them again. Like, literally immediately. Alright, well, we won. I mean, there's just like too many good options right now.
They'll serve me now.
Miss the Dark Pact for 10 more damage. I didn't miss it. I'm deliberately not doing that because a 4/6 is very difficult for him to clear.
Good demons are hard to find. I wonder.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, I can't quite do it that way. I do like this. And then I think I just have to.
Great destruction is a
It's about the best I could see. This is gonna be a tough turn for him.
Must consider.
How do we miss lethal? This was about as good of a deck or good of a situation as I could see. I didn't see a way to get lethal. Dark Pact, likely to summon last Doomguard. That's not guaranteed lethal because of... could be a Void Lord. $50-50 lethal with Dark Pact. I mean, I still think it's better to... We got him down to half health is the way you would do it in terms of expected value. Hi, Despy. Yeah, tummy time. Hello. See if this guy can stay alive. Nice. So we gotta wait for Blood Reaver Gul'dan, we gotta not play N'Zoth, because that's how we can burst down for a lot of damage. I mean, Mason says, are you telling me you don't go for 50-50 when you're given it? What I mean to say is that I'm very precise. Okay, what gets stolen? Nice, enjoy that, Mistress of Mixers. I'm just very precise. Wasn't lethal, that's the thing. Just it was a potential luck situation. And as you know, I never rely on luck. Hi, tummy time. I know, it's so awesome to have a dad. Oh my god, you're just totally lying down like you're a medical chart. She literally looks like if you went to a veterinary school and there was a cat like in a diagram.
Side effects? No.
There's the death grip, huh?
Trust me.
Created by Death's Grip. Hi, Despy! Oh my god, this cat is so upside down right now. And then he's gonna trade Aroni and the pepperoni, huh? Desperation. So we just need to get the Blood Reaver Gul'dan out, man.
Very useful.
So we don't want a N'Zoth. We want to. Our goal is to try to summon.
Tonight, a tale of terrible tragedy.
My hand is too full.
Highly skilled gaming. Highly skilled. Oh man, my brain went away for a little bit there. I was like, I don't want to play that, and fucking tapped. Oh, that's so funny. Sometimes it's a miscount. Sometimes we miscount. That wasn't a miscount. That was literally I just hit the life tap button. I was like, none of these are Blood Reaver Gul'dan. And I fucking smashed the life tap button.
Oh yes. They'll serve
I'm almost out of cards. A paltry task.
I want that damn Blood Reaver, man. At least it didn't burn Gul'dan. That would have been amazing. It should like tap out Gul'dan. We need an acclimating period for the deck. Not 100% positive Spirit Singer Umbra is going to be as valuable to us as just good old-fashioned Tal'Daram. Just kill this in some way, man. Nah, it's fine. I just don't want this to die. Because right now I've had a lot of these nerds. Balls. Crappity, crappity. Thuddity bud. Alright, time to just summon 5 of these puppies and end his days. Good luck. Can we get 5 Doom Guards? That's all I want. Well, 6 would be more than enough, but we have 8 other demons, so I don't expect it to be more than 3. Yeah. This is literally expectation, because we've had 2 of these, we've had 2 of this guy, 2 of this guy, 2 of this guy, and then we've had 2 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. I think he's gonna mind control it. This is what my instinct is telling me. Okay, well, instinct proven wrong again. I'm also piling up with the Hellfires. I think I don't know how to properly play Hellfire. Viper XP Racer. Subs and then immediately types in all caps, "You guys are awesome." Damn, Viper. No Greater Healing Potion, no Dragonfire Potion, no Barnes, no Eternal Servitude, no Shadow Word Death, no Shadow Word Pain, no Shadow Word Horror, no Potion of Madness. Well, we got some good out of that. What are you doing? What are you doing, Purple Flash? What are you doing? Oh my god, he's got a handful of lich shit, man. Alright. Endgame. Who wore it better? Army of 2/2s, man. What are you doing? Look at this guy. Oh shit, did we just screw the pooch? Alright, well. Bring it on, I got 2/2s for days. Fuck. Bite him! Bite him! That thing fucking lives, man. Well, he did that all kinds of wrong, man. He should have hit me in the face. Talon Dragon, happy 84 months. 84 months. Talon Dragon. We have a 7-year subscriber in the chat. Talon Dragon, this one's for you. I'm gonna bite this kid in his face for Talon Dragon. Oh my god, 7 years. I think you are the first 7-year that is here. I know Filthy Rakes at 83. I know, like, there's a few ultra long ones, man. Like, Lord Vidian, Apo Koala. What did he have? He had 4, and I took 6. He's gonna take 5. 84 months. Oh my god. Alright, well. I bite! I bite in the face! Woo! What a way to win in Nutty Fatigue, a celebration of Talon Dragons. 7 years. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know, I've never put this card in a deck, so I want to put it in a deck. I mean, this... Tal'Darim. Tal'Darim are the coolest, man. John DeLacy, the voice of Q in Star Trek, does the voice of Alarak. Talon Dragon. Wow. Fire Spoon says it right. Talon Dragon sub can go to primary school. Oh my god, Talon Dragon. This is the Tal'Darim Dragon.
Shall be mine.
Man, my cat swiped me like right in between my fingers, and it was one of those like side swipe things where it's like just gets a big flap of skin. She's done this like 5 times because she gets really excited whenever I'm like holding anything. She starts scratching. Got me, man. Fucking kitten got me. And I know I shouldn't, like, when you know how when you like scrape and you get a little skin there and you want to pull the skin off? Like, that's what I want to do. I need to stop. When it said I can't do that, I immediately nearly shit my pants because I thought that I had milled a card again. I was like, ah!
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you, friend. I keep on waiting for this dissipation. Twitch was a thing in 2011? Yeah. Yeah. You ever frozen for me? Anyone else? I don't think it's frozen. If it looks frozen, then whoopsie dipsy damsy daisies.
Is in Loon's will.
Yeah, we dropped 476 frames. My bad. I keep on waiting for this dissipation. A lot of control priests in the current meta do not run Shadow Word. Whatever the dingo it is. Whatever the dingo it may be, this is not it. This next turn is going to be slightly awkward depending on what we draw because we're going to have 5 mana and 9 cards, and if I life tap, I don't have a card that I can just chuck out there for nothing.
I wonder.
Viper XP Racer, man. You are so hyped to be. It's so great to see such eager excitement for a relatively chill stream. By the way, a whole lot of people have been asking about MTG Arena! MTG Arena! There we go. That kind of gives me a little bit of assistance. But it's okay. Well, that's good. I hope you see that I'm doing MTG Arena on Thursday. This week. And then on Friday, I'm doing the StarCraft 20th anniversary stream with me in control, Artosis, and my dear brother Tasteless. Doing that again on Saturday. Then on Monday, I'm kind of taking a light day, so, you know, because I'm a human being and I can't only work. But then, Tuesday, Magic the Gathering Arena. Thursday, Magic the Gathering Arena. And Friday, Magic the Gathering Arena. Woo! What's the status of Magic the Gathering Arena? The status is that I'll be playing Magic the Gathering Arena on those days. No, Mostly Walking. Oh, guess what? Mostly Walking is on Thursday. Thursday. Gotta get down on Thursday. So now I have a card that I can acceptably chuck upon the battlefield. It's interesting how silences slow things down. Weirdly, I never thought about silencing the possessed lackey. Weirdly. Incognitus. Justin. happy 7 years, Incognitus 1. Oh my god. For 7 years, Justin. Oh my god. I should still have you in my contacts. Look at this. Yeah, I'm texting you, man. Mobile. Hell yeah. I think he just /parted. /part. Yeah, so the thing about Magic the Gathering is that Hearthstone, one of the let me see, how do I... Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. How do I do this one? I think I'm gonna have to...
Tremble before Tal'daron.
This is fine, man.
Well played.
I feel like this is a really interesting example of design that I'm about to talk about right here. Interesting game design example. Again, one of the most influential things that was ever said to me by a designer, John Hodgson from Blizzard. Works on the hero design team for Heroes of the Storm. He articulated something that I feel like I have heard people say, but he articulated it so succinctly and so precisely, which is that sometimes in a design process, and very often if you're early in the design process, there's path A or path B that you can go down. And a lot of people will often debate that A is better than B or that B is better than A, but the reality is a huge percentage of the time they'll both lead to good games. The important thing is picking a path to go down. And that was just like, for me, you know. Oh, a Draconid operative seems to have gotten the card that he needed. Alright. Let's see if we can...
Beg for mercy.
Yeah. I think I should have Dark Pact and used a... Oh my god, that thing does... I'm so done.
Well played.
I just died. I just, like, accidentally just abruptly died. But one of the things that I think is interesting is that, like, Hearthstone asks the question, what if there is no order to your turn? As in, there is no main phase 1, combat phase, main phase 2. You know, there's none of this. Tons of board games and card games have sequences to them. First this happens, then this happens, then this happens. You know, like Settlers of Catan. First roll for resources, and then you do trading, and then you do building. That sort of thing.
What is a loon's will?
What's a loon's will? Yeah. And so Hearthstone tried to answer the question, what if literally you got to do things in whatever order you wanted to at any point? That's just it, right?
Oh, what's this one do?
We're so dead. We're so dead. To all the people who just joined in via hosting, what up, welcome.
I tried this.
Boy, are we dead.
Break yourself upon my body.
So I think the way that I see that survival can occur is the following. I mean, this is going to be embarrassing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're like literally completely dead. Alright, I just kind of screwed that up because I was talking. So Hearthstone went down this path of like, what happens if you have literally no turn order you can play in whatever order you desire? That's an interesting path to go down. And I feel like some of this came from Magic the Gathering, which has an extraordinarily specific, very robust, thought-out turn sequence, where first it's untap, and then upkeep, and then draw, and then it's main phase 1, and then it's pre-combat, and then it's declare attackers, and then it's pre-defense, and then it's defense, and then damage happens. Or excuse me, pre-damage, and then damage happens, and then it's main phase 2, and so on and so on and so on. Like, and I played on Magic the Gathering Online, which really hammered into my head exactly what the sequence of ordering was in a turn. Because if you play Magic the Gathering in real life, you're just like, alright, go to combat. And someone's like, well, before combat, what I'm going to do is do this, right? They sort of socially interrupt. And it feels really natural. It's like your turn starts, you untap, you draw some stuff, you play some stuff, do combat, play some stuff, done, right? It feels very intuitive and locked together. But when you are, when you're playing in real life, I've actually had this happen in real life, since playing on Magic the Gathering Online, where you're playing Magic in real life, and you say, like, you know, because normally if it's my turn, I pass priority, and then you pass priority, and then the next thing happens. So I can do something, and then once it's like pass, then it moves on to the next sequential phase. And I've had people do this thing to me where they don't do anything, and they're like, alright, pass to you, and I'm like, alright, let's go to combat, and they're like, well, then before it begins, I'm like, no, there's no phase there, you can't do that.
Once upon a time.
And it's always this weird moment where they're like, what do you mean I can't do it? I'm like, no, there's just no phase there. Like, if it's pre-combat, I get a choice to do something, and then I pass it to you, and then you get a choice to do something, you pass to me, I get a choice to do something. So now you can't get another chance to do something in there. You have to do it in response or when it's your appropriate phase. Anyways, when you play Magic, it pretty much when you wind up in the position where you are wow, this is so interesting that this is happening to me. I have not played with Cubelock in sufficiently long times that this is like really new to me as sort of like an answer and a counter. I guess everyone hates Cubelocks so much right now. And the thing that was really, I think, a big struggle for Wizards of the Coast with the old Magic the Gathering Online is that it really hammered home a lot of the technical aspects of exactly how sequencing play worked, but it was hard to just, like, pick up and just fire off some games. Do I just do this? I mean, part of me wants to say, no, I wait for Skull of the Minari. But I'm not entirely sure. This is my inexperience with this deck coming in. But there's a lot of people who, you know, would sit down to play Magic the Gathering Online, and it felt a lot like it lost just the fun, casual, let's play some games together sort of experience that, this really sucks. The kitchen table Magic had. And that's what people got really excited about with MTG Arena. It's sort of like reimagining how precisely turn and sequence orderings go. It's still Magic the Gathering, but it's just like a super user-friendly experience. I've actually been playing it today. This is actually a very dire and bad situation. I think I might be just misplaying this deck to hell. Let's see if there's a way to set up a defile. It doesn't look... There's 1, 2, quick summon to 3, 4. So that would be at 4, yeah. Sometimes 3 doesn't make it on the docket for the day. Okay. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, and so, like, what's interesting is that, like, you know, Magic the Gathering, Arena, and Hearthstone are both sweet games. But it's just really interesting to see how they just went in sharply different directions about the idea of, like, turn orderings and how that may work. So, I want to just stop talking about that and start playing these games, because I feel like a lot of these games, I'm just winding up in a rough situation, and I just did not, like, process that it was coming. I was sort of, like, stuck in my head, thinking about a thing, la 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 la. This definitely seems like a matchup that's much more Voidlord focused and much less sort of Doomguard burst you down focused. I think I always keep Skull of the Minari. Okay. Wow. Maybe get just like an army of Void Lords. That could be tight. So fascinating to just play and feel the difference in experience from that Control Mage deck that I was playing. That I actually think I've gotten pretty comfortable with. Any reason you're not running Rin? Rin has anti-synergy with this deck. Anti-synergy. Specifically, Skull of the Minari pulls down Aziz Ansari. But more often, this deck is not trying to win in a long, slow game. It's trying to get big bursts of power. So now everything is getting close to Hellfire range. I think this is just more intelligent. And then I'm not going to worry about Cuban. Probably not, but... Did I die? Really? I gotta start really looking at this game. Because, like, when I was at 10 health, I realized I had not been paying attention to my health at all. I'm gonna be playing this deck all day tomorrow. I just need to actually, like, think a lot more. Because, I mean, with the Mage deck, I was getting to the point where I was pretty comfortable just talking and playing more. But this is the first day that I'm playing this very much.
Gul'dan versus Rexxar.
Okay.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
I mean, because a lot of the notable things that are different about this deck compared to other decks, especially that I run, is that, like, in traditional control decks, you have expensive things that can just blow up large threats. You'll have, like, a polymorph or a meteor. But in this deck, you don't have Siphon Souls, you don't have Twisting Nether, you don't have a lot of these expensive things. What you have at your high end is large creatures. You need to get the creatures down. Also, the meta is really interesting because I've been playing a lot in the last 15 days or so. And it's really kind of amazing to see the hard phasing that's been going on. Like, Paladins and Priests were it, like, 2 weeks ago. That was it. That was the only thing going on. That's relatively irrelevant outcomes. That's fine. And, like, today, I've seen, like, no paladins. And, you know, you heard me getting really worried about aggro mages, because over the weekend, there's a lot of aggro mages.
To my side.
I think, literally, I'm gonna run this out. It's probably some sort of Spell Hunter deck. Getting the skull down is very nice. Yeah, and as we're playing, there's, like, been some weapon tech and a lot of silences being run. Is this better to run? It's probably better to run the Lackey down, since we obviously have no demons in hand. This has a better play on the following turn. A lot of the secrets in the Hunter decks are like Wandering Monsters and Explosives, Cat Tricks. Less on the Freezing Trap side. Woo! I'm glad I'm not playing Mage today. Alright, let's see what we get. Sure. This is nice to have this guy in there. I need to be much more aware of my health.
What do you ask of me?
So we're not going to get anything on this turn, which is fine. I'm not going to be attacking with the 2-1. Okay. This is the turn where I'm going to be using this. So we want to play this first, in case this is a cat trick. So then we can attack with this. And do this. This is definitely a Spell Hunter. I think I do need to run out the Possessed Lackey, though.
To my side.
Fucking how many Huffers are in this deck, man? Ugh. Alright, well after that many Huffers, we die, right?
This one will prove very useful.
So, because it could be Freezing Trap, I have to do this first. And then I want to blow this up, and then I want to attack this guy. And then I want to attack this, and it's probably Wandering Monster then. Oh, it's not. Okay. Probably can't life tap. It's getting a little hairy. I mean, he's almost certainly running Animal Bites. Good. Good, good, good.
A paltry task.
I'm not entirely sure what my next sequence of moves is. I feel more than likely dead.
Now,
There's some fundamental stuff I'm doing incorrectly at the start of this game. Or at the start of all these games. I'm more interested in learning the deck than climbing at this point in time, since, again, I'm dedicating a lot of hours tomorrow to grinding it up. We need to just spend a little more time just stopping and thinking before the mulligan phase.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Alright, so this is a Warlock matchup, so
Shall be
we
mine.
don't need things like Defiles, definitely not. We definitely don't want the Doom Guards. Okay. So the things that I'm looking for are just the huge cards, Skull of the Minari Mountain Giants. I suppose lackeys. Okay, so this is the Cubelock deck. I saw Kalento running this the other day. Runs like 2 Demon Fires and 2 Blood Fury Potions. This is not it, never mind. I don't know what his deck is. It's dead though, that's what it is. Definitely this to slow things down.
Trust me.
This could be nice to copy one of his dudes.
Total corruption, total power!
This might sting.
Okay. This is nice to be able to play this and this Amethyst fellow. Will I go to 5? You bet your butt I will. Granted, I am a little low. I recognize that. I see that. Okay. Maybe I didn't need to go to 5. I'm trying to estimate how greedy I can actually be. I'm finding Cubelock so far. I've lost 6 stars. 6 stars.
Nightmare.
That's a nice starting hand. MJL says it right. It's only too greedy if you lose. Every play is good if it wins. Every play is greedy if it loses. Yeah. You know, poker players talk about this a lot, which is not like not doing things. Oh, this is really important. Okay, for the 30-day projects, this is very relevant to what's happening right now. This is very relevant to what's happening right now. So one of the things that I want to very much so stress to all of you with your 30-day projects, with your 1-month projects, please focus on what your inputs are that you want to do over the period of the 30 days. Focus on your inputs, on your process, on what you're doing, not on what you're hoping will happen or outcomes or results that you hope will occur. For instance, there's a lot of people who are doing fitness. A good thing to say is, I want to go to the gym 20 times. That's good, you can control that. I want to lose 20 pounds. That's much harder to control. It is true that if you continue to show up to the gym and eat a good diet, you will lose weight. Right? This is fine in terms of analysis. This is a fine thing to say. And it is fine to have a weight goal. It's fine to say, I want to lose 20 pounds. But you don't want to set it in that time frame. Okay? It's great to say something like, I want to write X thing within this time frame. It is bad to say, I want to get 7 agents to respond to my emails. You see what I mean? And this is part of why I'm like not particularly upset or frustrated when I'm doing this, is because I'm losing games, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure the deck out. I'm trying to like understand kind of how this puppy works. And try to see where the spikes and weaknesses are. I think this is probably okay to do in this matchup. Get a bunch of Void Lords going. Oh, this matchup's about to be real stupid. That's what I was joking about, like, you know, the play's only greedy if it loses, right? Like, I say right before I play the Kobold Librarian, do I want to go to 5? Yeah, I think I do. I'm trying to get a sense of, like, how low my health can get and how to, like, deal with that stably. Because, technically, I have a lot of heals with the Dark Packs and with the Lesser Amethyst Spellstones. But I don't have a good sense for how often I'm running up against Skulking Geists, or what is safe or unsafe amounts of health. And it's over. I think, for instance, the card that I'm most unsure of how to play is Hellfire. I think that's my number one I'm unsure of about card in this.
Tremble before Taldarom, mortals.
Good demons are hard to find.
One, two, three, four.
As you command.
I kind of want this guy's health to be lower. That way I can pop it and turn into more guys.
There is a method to my madness.
I'm just going to Nazoth him. Esther Godbear says, what's your opinion on creative projects like a piece of music? Structuring weeks for specific sections is what I've done. Kind of scared I won't meet the deadlines, though. That's totally fine. I think that, like, there's a difference between an unknown in terms of your output. This fucking game is the dumbest game of Hearthstone that has ever been created, man. Oh, this mashup. This fucking game. Alright. Bink! Bonk! Bing! Bow! Bow! Yeah, there's things like creative outputs that are variable, but the better that you get at your craft, the better you'll be able to estimate. Like, there are authors that literally churn out a novel every 8 months, and they can just do that. And when they think of stories, they can think of particular plot lines, weave through them in their head, and then they'll say, you know, if I made it any more complex, I don't feel like I could get it done in the 8 months that I've allotted myself. Because they've developed a good intuition. And it's totally okay to be wrong. It's totally okay to be off. You're still figuring out a you thing.
This one will prove very useful.
You know what? Bring the possessed lackeys on. I'm here to get them all. Oh, dude, I have an idea. Dude. I kind of want to just Doomsayer and just blow the game up. Jetix has been programming games for 5 years. Still way too ambitious every time. Dude, for me, the way that I like to do anything in a game is I just like system-based things.
Trust me.
So I like saying, like, here is the small core nugget. Like, I remember I did a project with Bill from Mostly Walking Bill, with, without getting into too many details, because if I do, I'll get distracted and completely botch this game, as a Day 9 is wanted to do. It was a game of two little spaceships battling using different guns. And what we started off with was one spaceship one gun, one simple map. One simple, easy map. Okay, so how do I blow up all those things? Certainly this to clear the board a little bit, and then I go bop, be diddle dee, doopity, boppity, boopity.
Tremble before Taldaram, mortals.
No, I'm not gonna do that. So again, just basic spaceship, one gun, one simple map. That was it. That's all we did. And we finished it way early. And then we said, alright, cool. Well, then let's add on 3 different guns. Added those 3 different guns on. We were still done early. And we said, okay, let's add 2 different cool things to the map. Did that. And then we were out of time. I like that because it's like you can just keep making the layers sort of fit around. Tremble before Taldarimdaram. We dead? Nah. We live. Then I'll eat it. No one wants to be defeated. Alright. Not quite. Let's get a whole bunch of these Void Lords back. Woohoo! What a matchup. And that's what I like so much, is just being able to structure those chunks. I love structure, man. I love making little spreadsheets, what's gonna get done where, labeling things. Ah, labeling shit. Whew. Oh, this game is silly. I'm gonna Taldaram this guy. Alright. Taldaram, I'm gonna become this guy. And then I'm gonna it says 5 health. Okay, let's get some of these little guys down. How much damage these are? Everything's 3. Okay, so hit this one. Oh, that was good. Ooh. Yeah. Life tap. Feeling good about my prospects in this game. But it's his turn to not Nezoth, though. Why isn't it common for people to run oozes? It only kinda does stuff. Copied his ooze and blown it up with Dark Pack. 3 Doom Guards? How? How do I get 3 Doom Guards on this board? It's completely full. I couldn't even find a way to suicide any of my dudes, man. Tap last myth lethal. I couldn't find a way to, like, get my board space. Before Nezoth? Talking about the turn before? What? Because on the turn that I played Nezoth, I drew the Faceless Manipulator. No, on the turn I played the Nezoth, I drew this. Then on the Nezoth turn, I drew this, and then I life tapped to draw this. I don't see what any of you guys are talking about. I truly do not. All right, let's blow up these guys. We're probably gonna want a Faceless Manipulator, probably. Faceless Manipulator does seem like a good play. Because then I have so many Doom Gourds. But it's really hard to... Is this right? Do something like this. And then I hit like this. And then this will summon 3 dudes that I can then blow up like this. Something like this. Let's see, and then, like, this is not going to be super accurate. I think I just messed up. Man. I couldn't find it. Could have popped 1 and hellfired. I needed to Hellfire in the other order. Just glancing over a chat, trying to figure out the last turn reference. Was good. You had the faces in the Tal'Darim on the turn where he cubed Doom Guards. Could have had. The problem that I saw, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying that, like, when I looked, my board was filled, and I tried to see if I could get some extra Doom Guards out, but I couldn't find a way to kill my own dudes. I think we're going to be able to just do some chomping. I did it. Whew. So if you're referring to like a turn before, let's see here. Who is it? DGPZ. DGPZ, can you just go take a clip? If you go to my videos, this stream, Twitch now has videos of the current stream up. So just take so DPGZ, this is your homework right now. DPGZ is saying there is a board state that had lethal, and I just can't quite remember what the state was or what the reference is. So just go make a clip right now. Everyone look for DPGZ's clip and then just, you know, paste it a couple times. So that way we don't miss it. Just want to get some learning in.
Greetings, fellow seekers. Well played.
We're looking for the turn before I played N'Zoth. That's the turn that we're looking for. So right now the Arcanologist doesn't necessarily hint towards anything in particular. So it's good that we're getting dudes out on the board, even if it is an aggro deck. I am the Dinosaur.
Many secrets.
Oh my god, I am the Dinosaur has just got the results of a CT scan on my neck. No cancer, hooray. That is actually fantastic news. I am thrilled to hear that. So let's do this in case it's counterspell. No problem. Stinks a little bit because, you know, we would have liked to get the giant out, but I think that we need to do that check. Maybe we actually do have enough heal against Tempo Mage. For some reason, that's a possibility that I had not considered. So this could possibly just be the explosive thing. Okay, so that's counterspell, basically, or ice block. Counterspell or ice block. So for 21, we want to make sure our Heelys don't get countered. And I think I just don't life tap. I can go Hellfire. Maybe I should have tapped there. Oh, won't let you clip sub-only videos. Weird. 156. Oh, that's right. I see.
We have
Okay, 156. Well, that's great. I'll check it out after this. So this should be countered. So I'll go to 10. So he can't quite kill me. I can always do like Doomsayer and Dark Pact it. Okay. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to play this Hellfire, because we don't believe that this is... We want to avoid the counterspell. Okay, so that's really good. So now what we do is we play this thing. Right? For the Explosive Rune. And we Dark Pact this to heal for a bunch. I think I'm getting the hang of things. Hey, RSS. Good to see you, man. I think it's pretty clear that we just Blood Reaver Gul'dan, and we're okay. So, you know, I think this just stinks and that we lose because he has a Pyroblast in hand. I think that's just it. I think he just has Pyroblast, and that sucks.
What do you ask of me?
Well played.
Yeah, so there's the Pyroblast. Didn't see a way to heal for more. I'm still pretty happy with how this game went, because I'm seeing little kinks that I'm getting the chance to work out.
Gul'dan
All
versus Medivh.
Let the games begin.
If we play Spellstone last turn, we could have Gul'dan'd this turn. I was playing... Well, the thing is, it's a bit difficult to say we should have just done that on that turn, because we had 8 mana, and so I thought that one of his things could have been a counter spell. So I had the Lesser Amethyst Spellstone, Dark Pact, and Hellfire. So in that position, I said, okay, let me throw down the Hellfire, because it's either the Explosive Rune or it's the counterspell. I suppose I could have Doomsayered first. Maybe that's the answer, is Doomsayer first. So it's not just that I should have just played that and played the Dark Pact, because I still would be worried about the counterspell possibility. So that was where my trickiness was. He had already played 2 counterspell. Had he? What spells did he counter? I don't know. I don't... He had already played 2 counterspells? Really? He countered 1 Defile right at the start of the game. Then Hellfire. Didn't he not counter the Hellfire? Because I cast the Hellfire and blew up a 2-3 and a 2-3. I think it was just Defile. I think it was only 1. Someone can just go back and look at the VOD. It's like not difficult. First Hellfire was countered. God, I just don't remember.
What mess have you summoned me to?
Cast a Hellfire, got countered, and hit a 4-3 with your giant. That's right. I don't know why I keep just
The demons are
whiffing that count. I've been doing that a lot against this Mage matchup as well. Do I actually want... I think I do want to do this right now, because it's just way too much pressure. He's just used a Meteor, and this is how I would lose when I was playing Control Mage. That's good timing by me.
This one will prove
3.
very useful.
Well, if we just get some sort of... yeah. This game's going well. Ow. Maybe I didn't need to do that. Figured it out, everyone. I didn't figure it out, everyone. It's alright. It's alright. I was tempted to play the Doomsayer there, but just didn't. Seems like a weaker play.
The end is coming!
Let's just rip the Hellfire off the top. Yeah. Alright. I'm starting to tap into my inner skill set. Another game or two.
Gul'dan versus Arthas.
Alright, hey, this is like one of the first Paladins we've played.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, so. That's pretty clear. Okay, so if you go Faceless... How do I... Okay, so... How do I have lethal in this? I think I don't see it, DPG. So DPGZ shows that...
The light dims. A keen fire.
So DPGZ, how does... Okay, let me go to this thing. So, how do I have lethal here? I can... What? You copy the cube and eat it for 2 guards, then copy one of the guards. What? With what?
I wonder.
I copy the cube with Tal'Darim. Faceless his cube, but I don't have a Faceless Manipulator in this photo. Let me just go back to the Hearthstone game real fast, because we're losing time. Your draw is Faceless Manipulator.
side effects. No,
Okay, so...
trust me.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. The next draw is Faceless Manipulator. Okay, so I pop his cube. So now I have 3 Doom Guards, and then I told him one of my Doom Guards. Okay, cool. Nice. I think that may have been a mistake not to run the Doom Guard. I think I shouldn't have played the Mistress of Mixtures and should have played the Doomsayer. This does mean that we have a likelier chance of being able to clear. But now we're just going to be a healer done. So I do this, and then I play the Possessed Lackey. The screenshot doesn't show you the Faceless. Yeah, it didn't, but that's fine. They just typed in chat that I had the Faceless coming. So he's just gonna have to throw everything into that. That's all right.
Reporting for duty.
Where my Hellfire's at? Oh, okay.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Okay, so we have some heals. I think this is better to do on this turn. I think.
They'll serve me now.
Maybe?
Your magic shall not save you.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I just don't quite get where the spikes are. Well, we're gonna get low, but this is obviously a good position to be in. Alright. Now we're gonna go 4, and I don't think he can burst us for 4. He can definitely burst us for 2, though. And I'm not going to play the Doomsayer, because I want to be able to lifesteal.
Reporting for duty.
So now I can do this. Okay. Vine Cleaver wouldn't. It's not even running the Murloc decks, so I'm not even worried about Vine Cleaver there at all. Okay.
Oh yes, they'll serve me
Dare summon me.
The battle is over.
Okay.
You win.
It's weird. Like this deck is so bursty. So just like out of nowhere, you just blow someone up. And I think I need to be just spending a lot more time looking for just simple ways to blow people up instead of the more dramatic, you know, play the Blood River Gul'dan, kill everything. Play like 1 or 2 more games and stop. It's really late here, and I have to get up at like 6:30 tomorrow. But I'm going to be playing this like pretty much all afternoon tomorrow afternoon.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Well, we lost. It's a mirror matchup.
Soul shall be mine. I am your
I can do some smart things with Doomsayer, so I'm going to try to do some smart things with Doomsayer. Put that pen away, put this other pen away. Part of the reason why I have to reset my sleep schedule more, I've been waking up more like 9 a.m., but I just have to keep getting up earlier because I have the StarCraft launch event. Not launch event. StarCraft 20th anniversary event is on Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I still have to work out before those. I refuse to miss a workout. I'm just not going to do it, man. So this is where I can be strategic with these things. Because this prevents a turn 4 giant. I don't think he's running giant because we saw the plated beetle. That to me would more so indicate that he is a Renlock. Damn, I just dropped a huge Blizzard secret. New SC. Well, someone who's done a number of StarCraft launch events. Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, StarCraft Remastered. Doing another StarCraft stream. My mouth was like, it's a StarCraft launch.
Yes. Oh yes. They'll serve me now.
Okay, so we're at 50-50.
Suffer.
Dares summon me. A paltry task.
I think we're just running better. I think that's really the only thing that can be described here. Descriptored. So I think the best play is actually to Tal the Rim. And then to do this. Probably like this, yeah. So now we're building up Doomguard bucks. We can do 23 damage this turn. I didn't quite see how to be able to do that. Wait, did I just miss lethal there? Is that what happened? I think I just missed lethal. Yeah. No, I did, because the 5 damage that went to the giant could have gone here. I could have hit the. No, I could have hit this and then yeah. I could have just killed him. Yeah, because. Yeah. So now we actually have to do the Traderoo here. We were 1 off, we can only do 23. We were 4 off, couldn't hit the giant. And the face with cube. Oh, yeah, we were 4 off, Never mind. That was good. Alright, we did it. Alright, this deck can be very dumb. Okay. Hey, Des. Despy's laying on my notes. Alright, let's see if we can do this one. Ender is a good Zerg player. Okay. I think maybe I keep this. I think maybe. I got a nice little math problem I gotta figure out. That's the coolest part about, like, coding problems, is that a lot of times it is a very difficult math problem that you have to figure out how to evaluate if it's good or bad. My mouse pad is owned by the cat, so we're going to be doing short movements like this. Can't move my cat. She just loves the mouse pad. Yeah, your little mouse pad hog. She's lying across my notes in my mouse pad.
Interesting.
Alright. Toss it out, pass turn. It's a good way to end on. Okay, so we don't really have a good sense of what he is, but he is either an aggro deck that has had a very appalling first few turns, or this is a control mage that is just being a control mage. Could still be a control mage or an aggro mage that had a rough time. That we cannot say, we will not know.
Trust me.
Okay, so that's 2 copies.
The end is coming!
This is a control deck. So it's unclear if he even has cards in his hand that started in his own deck.
The end is coming!
This might sting.
So we're really looking to do what we normally like to do with mages, and probably beat him down. Certainly not a quest mage, because he literally has done so many copies of things.
They'll serve me now.
So since it's a control deck, we would generally want to avoid getting wholly morphed. Alright. Hello!
Summon me!
That's okay.
Me hungry.
That sucks, but, you know, shit happens. It's just the way the world works. I gotta get rid of some cards, man. I gotta start digging hard for my Skull of the Minari. I mean, the way that I'm gonna win against this deck is just burst. Shoot her. Because, I mean, I've been playing Control Mage for 2 weeks now, so... I know its ins. I know its outs. I know this deck.
They'll serve me.
One of the best ways to do that is with Blood Reaver Gul'dan getting the oodles of Doom Guards. If we dodge the Void Lords in large numbers, that's helpful, but I mean, I kind of feel like I gotta get something out soon.
Do not fear power. Fear those
Fuck!
who wield it.
Alright, I gotta empty cards from my hands.
No. Trust me.
Darkness rises.
Just emptying cards, don't mind me. We only have 6 cards left in our entire deck.
Out of my jungle! I bleed for Cthulhu.
That's a seriously clutch draw right there. So I hit like this.
What do you ask of me?
Nothing here is good, but it's okay. Being able to get both of these guys down with a Doom Guard is really nice. So I think I go hit and hit, right? Just like this. And then I can do this to avoid him getting a Water Elemental. His Cthulhu gets buffed, though. Nah. I'm so dumb. He's amazing. Nothing's at ones, Sean said. We've done it, Sean said. Alright, so this is basically what I gotta do, right? Hope we don't chuck the big boys. Giants at the bottom of the deck's never good. People hate Cubelocks, man. They hate the Scald Minari. I'm gonna put my hand a little face up, but I don't give a damn. Dude, I miss playing Control Mage. I miss it. Miss it, I do. I'm gonna do this and should get at least some number of Doom Guards. Some number. Very lucky. Four. That does kind of suck.
Out of cards.
This deck is awesome. That was a relatively lucky Dragon's Fire potion though. Kinda stinks. Probably dead. This is where I would be like, oh yeah, like if I were this mage, I'd be like, we did it, man. We got this one. I miss this deck.
I'm out of cards.
I think it's pretty bold of him to run the Dragon's Fury potion and 2 Primordial Glyphs, but maybe that's just wrong. Maybe Primordial Glyph is just such a high value card because it's so flexible and it cheapens the spell. I mean, that Doomsayer could be a good play. Could be. Could be. Maybe he can't deal on the Doomsayer. Maybe. Okay. Oh. Alright, guys.
The end is coming.
Good. We're gonna get a lot of them. Well, he's just gonna Dirty Rat. If I were him, I would just Dirty Rat, man. Oh, shit. The Dirty Rat's coming. Oh, we're gonna get Dirty Rattered. God.
Reality.
Dragon's Fury Potion. Okay. He didn't dirty rat. He didn't dirty rat. We're gonna get a bunch of dudes, and then the game is still gonna take forever, and we're gonna die. That's the way that's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, we got 2 of them. We went through a lot of effort to get multiple Void Lords, and we only got a handful. Alright. It's sheepy time. Alright. We got some 2/2s that heal him as well. A long way to go, guys. I do know the play, though. We bite this. Fuck. Hello.
I must decide.
Oh, cool! I had no idea you could break that. All right, dude. This is what people were experiencing when they were playing against me. He's got no more spells in his deck. All right, tight. Yeah, I'm smart. Got him. Alright. If we win this game, I'm going to throw up on each and every one of you. Damn it. It's not working. The win play that we had, it is not working. Oh god. He does reek of desperation, does he not? One of these is vaporized and I'm gonna burst into tears. Oh my god. Alright. Shit. Oh god. It's okay, I mean, we've been doing this to people for 2 weeks, man. We gotta let them do it to us now.
I'm out of cards.
Killed us. Oh, well, there's the mill, there's the way. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna be playing some Cubelock throughout the day, yeah? Woo!